It's your Dubai 90s here. I'm George. This is Ladies' Day. So every week at this time, I have on a guest. And today, I'm very pleased to welcome Briar Prestidge to the studio.
Hello.
Now, last night, I sat there, Briar, and I was just trying to work out exactly how to introduce you. Because the amount of options at my disposal is not something I've had before Ladies' Day before. So I went earlier with PR strategist, producer and entrepreneur. I could have gone with CEO and founder of Briar Prestidge International. I could have gone with qualified digital marketer and comms professional. I could have gone with international business lady. I could have gone with author. I mean, how would you describe yourself?
Yeah, I just someone who likes doing a lot, I guess. But no, for me, a big part of what I do at the moment is definitely my agency. So running my production agency and also my high profile PR agency as well. And the other plates I've got spinning, you know, that just coming up and running. So I'm just starting a corporate suit label for businesswomen at the moment as well, which is very exciting.
That's just so much to be doing. What does a typical day look like, if there is such a thing for you?
So I guess there's no typical day, and that's the beauty about what I do, but it's very much hands-on in my agency at the moment. So either doing some productions or working with our retainer PR clients, and you know, I guess the deals and high heels thing, it all comes to, the nice part about what I do is it all kind of goes in together, you know. So a lot of the people I meet, you know, they come to our deals and high heels show. A lot of the clients I work with, they end up being production clients as well. So it all kind of blends into each other, which is really nice. And I think I'm constantly thinking about my audience and who I know and how I can come up with more products or more services just to give them more value at the end of the day.
There's definitely a theme running through everything, but I think we should break it down. Let's start with the production agency first.
Yes.
So you work a lot with clients and creating podcasts.
So we've been doing podcasting campaigns because I'm a big believer that the future's in voice and video. And it's very important, coming from a digital marketing background, that PR professionals are leveraging this, and so many people are missing out on this opportunity. Podcasts have really started to pick up here in the region, I'd say only in the last year or so. So there's still a big gap in the market that people can be leveraging. In terms of the production agencies, we worked on an Amazon Prime series last year, which was very exciting. So I was helping organize a team of entrepreneurs from all around the world to come together in Montreal to solve a socio-economic issue. And then as kind of like I guess like four or 5 months before the show, the executive producer, who's based in Miami, he was like, Briar, why don't you just jump in on the show as well? So suddenly I was a contestant. So it's kind of similar to The Apprentice. And yeah, we essentially had 4 days to save the world. So it was amazing.
Now, picking up on the similarity to The Apprentice, I have to then ask you, what were the other contestants like? Were they anything like as ridiculous as they are for Lord Sugar?
So interestingly, as I was approaching the competition, I was watching a lot of The Apprentice and a lot of Dragon's Den, and I definitely went in over prepared and expecting some huge characters. And but to be honest, you know, the executive producer in Miami, he's a very good judge of character. So everyone was really nice, to be honest, and everyone was just really passionate about what we were doing, and team players, which was excellent and made it a lot easier, I guess. The CEO brand building. So obviously I come from a communications background originally, then did a detour and went into digital marketing. So I'm a firm believer in leveraging the online landscape, right? So there is so much CEOs or marketing professionals who support CEOs that they can be doing using the online landscape. So say you have like an interview, you can film it. I've actually got Emmanuel here filming mine. Hi Emmanuel, shout out on the radio. But and break this down into little bite-sized chunks and put it back on social media. So you're building up your brand online, because you know the UAE, especially on LinkedIn, is so connected here in the region.
And do you find then that CEOs aren't using this as much as they should be, or their marketings or whatever? I mean, for example, like the oil and gas industry, it's been around a long time. It perhaps isn't using social media as much as, you know, say already a media client would be. Is that the case?
Oh, absolutely. You know, and I see it happening all the time. You know, there's still companies out there who don't even use social media, and that to me I think is crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like a shop not having a website,
Yeah.
and I instantly lose a bit of trust.
Absolutely, yeah. So how often do we go, every time we go traveling or we go out to dinner, we always check them out on Instagram before we go, right? So it is a trust building exercise. Not only will it bring you in, new media opportunities or speaking engagements or new clients, but you also build trust. If someone's interested in you, they'll go and check out your Instagram, they'll go look at your LinkedIn, and if they see all of the amazing things you've been up to, or the interviews you've had, or the people you've met, then they're much more likely to work with you, and they're much more likely to sign at a higher price as well.
It can work the other way though, can't it? Do you get any oversharers that you have to rein them back in a bit?
Absolutely. So I think it was a couple of years ago, everyone started doing those selfie videos, for goodness sake, on LinkedIn. Sure, within moderation, but for us it's very much about pitching our CEOs for like speaking engagements or interviews, and then filming that, and then automatically you've got a lot more of an authoritative strategy, and you're automatically above the rest.
Don't go off the rails with this. Nothing out of left field. Don't be freelancing on LinkedIn or Instagram.
Yeah.
We're going to come back and talk about deals in high heels as well, because I'm fascinated by this. Right now, Roger, how's your traffic with McDonald's? It is 9:31 and it's Ladies' Day. I have with me Briar Prestidge, who is responsible for and behind the Deals in High Heels show, which I'm fascinated by. Can you talk us through it?
Yeah, so initially it started off very small actually, and it's just been incredible how it's grown. But I'm very passionate about lifelong learning, and I just think we've all got so much that we can learn from each other. And I think it's very important for us as women to have a great support network, especially if you're working in corporate or as an entrepreneur, whatever you may do. And so we meet once a month, and we feature a thought leader, and it's a very sort of casual interview format, and comes with a presentation. So we always have focus points. So we had Kelly Lumberg on recently, and she talked about how to be stylish, but more how to pay attention to the smaller things, and DC the lemon, as she says. And we've talked about everything from storytelling to negotiation to communication. So it's just been amazing, the kind of response. And I was so shocked on this note, George, I don't know if you heard, but the ArabNet report was released recently, and only 14% of investment went to female-founded startups here in the region.
14%?
Only 14, I couldn't believe it.
I was at the Achieving Women Forum yesterday. I was telling you off air, this is Rise, part of a cause thing that they've got going on, and one of the speakers was saying that if 4 ladies go for I'll start that again. You've got 4 people going for a CEO role. If only one of them is female, she has a 0% chance of getting it, because she's seen as a token. If there's 2 ladies up against 2 men, then you have even odds. That's the perception. And that's how hard it makes it when you're going for money or you're going for a job role or something like that. It really does matter, even today. That's insane.
It's just this unconscious bias, isn't it?
Exactly that. So how important is it for women to network and to support each other?
So the nice thing about the Dubai ecosystem is it's very much about reputation and referral. There are so many fantastic Facebook groups even that you can be part of and get business from. But the thing with networking, George, as well, is that people go along once and they expect to walk away with business from it. It's not about that. It's about showing up, meeting people, and then showing up again. They say you have to have about these 7 different touch points for people to really trust you. So in terms of networking in Dubai, get out there, meet people, and not even just from a business standpoint, from a support standpoint as well. You can learn from each other, support one another. I think it's very important.
And I think mentorships are important as well, where they can happen. That's definitely something that we can work on.
So as an entrepreneur, I do definitely find the journey very lonely, and I know a lot of entrepreneurs do. So it's all about having that ecosystem there to help you through it.
So can anyone come along to Deals in High Heels? Do you have to be female? Do you have to sign up?
So you do have to be female, and yes, you can sign up on our website. I do recommend signing up because we get about 100 ladies that come every time. But it's a fantastic network, and we'll be meeting again in November as well. And we're going to have Alison Tay from Grazia magazine, which will be very cool.
Amazing. And you're involved in so much other stuff as well. We're going to come back, and then we're going to talk about the suits and the sunglasses and the Amazon Prime and the books. We've got a lot more still to cover. 92, it is Ladies' Day, and today I'm speaking to Briar Prestidge. We're going to go again with PR strategist, producer, and entrepreneur, but also all the other things you've got going on. Let's start with, I'm just going to pluck something out the air, suits.
Suits, yes, very exciting. So I've been doing a lot of work with the government, and you know, I was wearing dresses until this point, but over the last couple of years I've started really enjoying wearing a suit. There is something about wearing a good quality suit and showing up to a meeting.
Power dressing.
Yes, exactly right. And through my experience, it was just impossible to find a good suit here in Dubai.
Is that for ladies or in general?
For ladies, I think the men have it a lot more set up for them. There's definitely some great options out there for them. So I thought I'd take one for the team and start a corporate suit fashion line, which is also going to have cufflinks and leather briefcases as well. So
Oh, I love all of this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how my co-host would be with me turning up to work in a suit, but I would love a
You'd look
properly
great.
tailored suit with. Oh, it just looks so cool, doesn't it?
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
timeless,
Absolutely.
sartorially excellent.
Yeah, so we've got about 15 designs in the works, and for the launch we're collaborating with businesswomen, because it's very important for me to be working with real women for this as well, and inspirational people too. Yeah.
And the sunglasses.
Sunglasses are coming, yeah. So suits are coming faster than the sunglasses, but again, yeah, there's something about a good pair of sunnies as well, especially here in Dubai with the constant sun.
Yeah, it's not exactly optional, is it? So
Yeah.
you might as well have 20 pairs.
Exactly.
The book.
Yes.
Or should I say books?
Yes. Oh, yes. So I started writing my book a year and a half ago. So it's almost there. But I wish I'd never started, to be honest, George. It's one of those things that it is a lot harder than what you think it's going to be, I think, writing a book.
And what kind of book are we talking about here?
So the first one is on CEO brand building for the modern CEO. So we're looking at communication strategy, how to build a presence online, how to network effectively, all of that good stuff that goes into it. And the second one is about success. It's a bit more of a, I guess, my sort of journey and where I'm sort of going, what I want to be doing, and my target audience for that one is more university age young adults, I guess. Yeah.
And you're on Amazon Prime TV as well.
Yes, so Amazon Prime is going to be out next year, so 2020. The first season's going to be out, and we're also producing season 2 at the moment as well. So we're looking for some more entrepreneurs around the world who want to change the world, I guess, and partner with a not-for-profit, and that's going to be filmed in Montreal July time next year. So if you do think you've got what it takes, you can definitely get in touch with me about that.
And I'm not sure if it's possible, but if there is anything that you're not currently doing, what would you like to add in?
Oh gosh, I don't know, that's an excellent question. No, I think I'm really satisfied right now.
That's brilliant. That's so good though. When
Yeah.
you're literally just juggling everything at the moment. You know, you public speak, you put together all this stuff, big supporter of ladies and networking. Just literally everything's going on, isn't it? But I imagine some stuff's going to come off the back of the Amazon Prime series,
Yeah.
for sure.
And I think for me, I definitely want to get into some more, again, I'm a big fan of lifelong learning. So if I can help encourage people to keep learning, or if there's something that I can do in this world to really, really make an impact and really, make a legacy, then that's what I eventually want to go down. Yeah.
And of course, there's the agency to keep running, and I presume you sleep at some point, but I'm not sure when.
I do, but yeah, I don't know. I'm one of those people. I sit me down for a couple of minutes and I want to be doing something. So.
Right, I'm just going to ask you this question. How many hours a night can you function on?
Oh, I'm pretty good at sleeping, to be honest, as well. So I would definitely sleep for a good 6 hours.
Right,
six, 7.
You're not going to say, I only need 4 hours a night.
No.
Okay, good. That makes me feel a bit better.
Because some entrepreneurs say that, don't they? They're like part of the 5 a.m. club. I'm not part of the 5 a.m. club. I'm part of the 7 a.m. club.
Yeah. I'm scratching together 6 hours and it's not really enough.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
And how do people contact you if they want to get involved?
Yes, so find me on Instagram. So it's at Briar_Prestidge, or you can find me at my website. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. Let me know if you want to come to the Deals and High Heels show. We would love to have you there.
Amazing. And I just have to ask you, is that your real name?
It is.
That's an absolute result, isn't it? It couldn't be more perfect. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, George.